Hey guys, welcome back to another one. Today we're doing a quick video just showing you how I European mount a deer skull. Right here we have a nice 8-pointer that we're going to be using for today's video. What I have here is just a old crock pot, which will work perfectly because this deer fits in really nice. What we'll be using is water and also some dish soap in order to get some of that fatty tissue out. Right now I have it on the low setting. We'll place in the skull and then show you guys from there. Something that really does help is if you take out a lot of that extra stuff like the eyes, the lower jaw, things like that. Give it a healthy amount of dish soap and then place in your water. And now we wait. I'll probably check back in about 4 hours and see the progress. It's been about 4 to 5 hours now. This is what the skull is turning out like. All the meat's slowly getting off. Some may ask why I don't have it on high and instead I have it on low right now. It's because I just want to slowly get that meat to peel off versus boiling it off, which does more damage to the skull than what I would want. Skull has been in the water on low temp for about 10 hours now. Should be ready to get everything pulled off of it. So we'll bring it in and start picking away at it. This stage is just cleaning off the skull. So taking a knife to it, getting all the brains out of there, taking all the skin off of the outside along with any tissues that are remaining. Takes a little more time if you're not going to be using a pressure washer. It is winter here, so we're not doing that. But overall, if you find any harder spots, take it out, put it in the crock pot again, let it soak a little bit more, and go back at it. Once cleaned off, I let it soak in hot water with dish soap just to help get everything out if there's anything remaining. After the soapy water, let it dry out and then put it back into the slow cooker on low with a peroxide mix. Where I'm pointing out right now, you should put cling wrap or saran wrap and electrical tape. That way it protects those antlers. That way their color doesn't get diminished by the peroxide. You can tell that the peroxide is starting to bubble up, so it's going to start licking at the antlers. This is just a demonstration. I already had it done. So there was no impact on these antlers. This peroxide that I use, you can find on Amazon. Usually buy it in 4 gallons at a time since I do a lot of antlers. This is what the skull looks like once you pull it out after a few hours in that peroxide on low. The heat really helps it penetrate through and takes a lot of that yellowness out of that skull immediately. This peroxide is strong. You don't want to leave it sitting on the skull. Go ahead and just put water onto the skull to slowly pull off that remaining peroxide. That way it doesn't continue to work on the skull. Could end up making the skull really weak and or break it a little bit. So it's always good to make sure you get every piece off. In the drain, I have steel wool or some kind of strainer. That way if any teeth fall off, that way you catch them before they go anywhere. You can see them off to the right in a couple of the shots there. Once it's all done, just let it sit and dry and take a look at it afterwards. Skull has been whitened. Now we're going to be using some Gorilla Super Glue. Go ahead and put it in the little holes where the teeth go in each one, and then go and place the teeth in there. Hold it at that desired spot until you see that it hardened up a little bit, and you should be golden. Now after those teeth have been super glued and have been set, the skull has been done. You can see it sitting on a stand right here, ready to go. Nice buck, and we will get it off to his owner. As always guys, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them down below and we'll be sure to answer you. And thank you for watching.